I don't know about you guys, but I've been under the opinion that this year kind of sucked. Seems like all years suck. Anyway, so a lot of interesting shit has happened in 2018. A lot of people, companies, whatnot, they have dropped a lot of balls. And before the ball drops at the end of this year, I figured I'd talk about some of the biggest offenders of ball droppers of 2018. YouTube would be an obvious one with the a lot of the shit that's been going on with people losing their accounts, everything getting put in a limited state, and you could also factor in Patreon taking the money away from people. Or people getting deplatformed because they don't like what they have to say. A lot of victims in that instance. Article 13, possibly ruining the internet for everyone in Europe and possibly affecting the United States as well. And then we have, on the flip side of that, we have WWE that has consistently done very poorly the last few months. They have so many people on the roster, and yet they have managed to make Raw pretty much unwatchable for the past few months, to the point where they brought Vince McMahon out of character retirement to say, hey, okay, we messed up. Let's try to make this thing better. We'll see what happens from there. And then you got three gaming companies that are almost trying to one-up each other on shittiness. You have Bethesda, you have EA, and you have Blizzard. Blizzard with their little debacle with Diablo, whatever the fuck that mobile one is, and them completely disregarding the fans wanting a new Diablo game for the PC. You have Fallout 76 being a complete shit show, and constant things getting worse, to the point where class action lawsuits are getting ready to probably happen. You have people paying $200 for a special edition, not getting what they promised. You have a game essentially being unplayable. Really big updates that's going to kill anyone who doesn't have the best internet, just for the downloading alone. And then you have Battlefield 5. And the wokeness that is Battlefield 5. Luckily, I'm not really that big of a fan of first-person shooters anyway, but feel bad for the poor bastards that waste their money on that and then turned around and saw that it was half off, essentially, not that much long afterwards. And all this seemed to happen around the same time. So much shit happened within the last couple months, just for those three companies alone. You got the shit with WWE, you got the shit with YouTube, and you got the stuff involving Europe, in Article 13, and basically taking censorship to a whole new level. How bad's it gonna get? We have one more day left of this year, and let's see what's gonna happen with it. But let me tell you this: any one of those are contenders for the entity that have dropped the biggest ball of 2018. So let's have you guys decide, and I might do a little video tomorrow night giving my final opinion. But I wanted to kind of weigh that in. We have Bethesda, we have Blizzard, we have EA, we have WWE, which I think I talked about them last year. You have YouTube. We have Patreon, which is a real big shame, that you have Patreon, you have a lot of the people, a lot of the things surrounding that too, like BitChute and PayPal and MasterCard even, they kind of got roped in, a lot of people are kind of telling you what's acceptable and what is not. And that's sad. That's really fucking sad. Jim was right. soon it's going to get to a point where we're all going to talk about, our kids and grandkids on how the internet used to be anonymous and how you could have a whole bunch of fun. And now you can't have that anymore. Everything has to be, you have to have a hard way to verify yourself, with driver's license, social security numbers, and all that shit, so they can track what the fuck you're doing. And, the internet is no longer fun anymore. It's because everyone decided they had to ruin it. They ruined TV. They're ruining video games. They're ruining the internet. God, I just wish we could just jump up on a spaceship and fly to Mars, set up a new way of living there. But you know what? They'll probably ruin that too. So, I feel bad for anyone who's affected by this, and anyone who's upset that I'm talking about this. Well, you can all fuck off, because I don't give a shit. The people that are offended by me complaining about this are probably people that are perpetrators of this big shit show, and I have nothing kind to say to you assholes. So anyway, to those who remember the glory days and remember how fun the internet used to be, and still hope and pray that we can salvage what we can, have a happy new year. I might post a video tomorrow, but if not, I will see you in 2019, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better circumstances, and maybe a lot of these assholes will pull their head out of their fucking ass, get their sand out of their vagina, and all that shit. So till next time, folks.